We're recording. Do you want to tell Raj directly how to fix it?
Raj, listen, dude, I'm trying to read stuff on your site. Just so you know, I don't think I read anybody else's. You guys do somewhat of a good job.
Thank you.
And but then I go to read it, and then an ad pops up, and I lose my spot where I was reading, and then I get frustrated, and I go, screw it, and I'm done. So I don't read the whole thing.
All right, well, hey, there you go. A message directly to Raj. That voice in the ether, that's the phenomenal AJ Styles. No introduction. It's me, Nick Hausman. AJ, thank you so much for taking the time. Appreciate it. Thank you for reading our website. That makes me feel really good.
Well, I mean, listen, I don't read a lot because a lot of it is, let's be honest.
I know, it's garbage.
It's garbage.
Yeah.
I like facts. So if you guys are going to do this, get the facts.
Yeah.
Make sure they're right. That's what real reporting is all about, right?
That's why I'm here with you. First-hand
There you
correspondence,
go.
right? So we're going to get the scoops right here directly from you.
All right.
All right, well, let's go flashback here real fast. 2016, you debuted in the Royal Rumble. Now, looking back 6 years, where was your headspace at before you walked through that curtain and made your debut for WWE for the first time?
Oh, man. Listen, I was 37 years old and scared to death that no one was going to know who I was.
Sure.
I was a guy who was on the Indies, and I was in New Japan, but that, it's different. It's WWE.
Yeah.
So I didn't know what to expect, and man, was I excited to hear the fans when I walked out. It was amazing.
Yeah, and so how has it been transitioning, getting used to the WWE system, machine, as compared to other places you've worked before?
For me, it wasn't that difficult at all,
Yeah.
to be honest with you. I mean, knowing where the cameras are at all times is important.
Sure.
But that was things that you should know as a professional. I mean, it wasn't. I mean, we're talking about the same size ring in Japan where I was, so
Okay.
that wasn't that difficult. Ropes were, as long as they're tight, they're good to go.
Sure.
It wasn't that big of a change for me.
How is it getting to know and work with Vince McMahon? What's that been like for you?
I love it.
Yeah.
A lot of people, so many things I'd heard about him in the past, and then I go and meet this man, and we get along great.
Yeah.
It's one of the things. If you go up to him, and you're honest,
Sure.
and you're professional, you have no problems.
Yeah, and it's interesting with you, AJ, because so many people knew for a long time how good you were, right? And to see you in the WWE system, it doesn't always work out for everybody, but you have thrived like none other. What is the secret to that? What do you think is the secret to your success?
Do your job.
Okay.
My job is not to know what I'm doing in a couple months or whatever. My job is to do what you have for me this week.
Yeah.
That's my job. My job is not to know who's going to win the Royal Rumble because I don't know. My job is to perform.
Okay, and
Not to write scripts or anything else either.
Yeah.
My job is to perform. That's what they hired me for.
Do you get involved in like your promos, your creative? Do you pitch stuff, or do you prefer to just kind of take what's given and make it your own?
Well, I have to take it. I take what's given, and sure, I'll suggest things.
Sure.
But I take what's given and make it my own. A lot of people say word for word. That's not me, because the writers aren't from Georgia. They're not from Gainesville, Georgia. So that's not how AJ Styles will talk.
Right.
In a promo, I have to change it and make it my own.
Okay.
And truth is, it's a lot easier to remember if you do that.
Yeah.
So there's a little, a lot of things being said about that. I'll just make sure everybody knows the facts. I don't say it word for word.
Yeah, because that is what a lot of people say. When you go to WWE, you get a script handed to you. You got to go word for word. You're saying that's not necessarily the case.
I'm telling you, I do not do it because it wouldn't make sense doing it the writer's way because we don't talk the same.
Sure. And so you've just recently re-signed with WWE. How hard of a decision was that for you to make? Was it an easy decision? What went into your thought process with re-signing?
You talking about like a what was it, 2 years ago?
Yeah, I think something like was I more
something when I talked about my dog and
Yeah.
It was easy.
Yeah.
I want to be here.
Okay.
This is the place for me. I think this is if they'll let me, I will retire here.
Yeah.
I hope to work in this in WWE in some capacity when I retire. I enjoy what I do. So
do you see yourself in kind of the Shawn Michaels role? Would you like to go down to NXT and help to kind of mold the future of WWE?
I would love to have that opportunity. I love to see people be successful.
Yeah.
And having a hand in that, to me, it'd be probably the best thing I could possibly do in my career. But I don't know that I'll get that opportunity. I'm just saying.
Yeah, for sure. Well, you're already kind of helping with the future, working with Grayson Waller down at NXT. You never had an NXT run. How different is that vibe down there when you go down to NXT and get to work with that talent?
Oh, it's great. A bunch of hungry kids wanting to get after it. Man, I love that.
Yeah.
I mean, it's inspiring because you want to do more when you're down there. And I know the crowd is a little bit smaller, but it's just as exciting. And the smaller sometimes are the loudest. And I really believe that the NXT fans are what makes NXT. The WWE universe is what makes, WWE. It's not us. It's them.
Yeah. 2 quick questions for you real quick to wrap up. First of all, the Forbidden Door has opened, right? Knockouts champion Mickie James is going to be in the Women's Rumble. You obviously spent a long time in TNA and Impact. What does it mean to you to see that door be open to your former employer?
I think it's great. I really do. I think it's exciting to see Mickie come back, and who knows, is she going to wear a championship? I don't know. But that's cool that we're able to do that. If we can do more of that, that'd be great. But I'm afraid I could be wrong with this, that door may open one way, which is fine. This is a big step if you think about it. And, I mean, again, I'm looking forward to the Women's Royal Rumble because of it.
Yeah, for sure. And you talked about your time in New Japan. Obviously, you were the leader of a little group called
Was not. Oh, okay, here we go again.
Okay, sorry.
I'm going to say this. At no point was AJ Styles ever the leader of the Bullet Club.
Okay.
I never said it. No one ever said it about me that was in our group.
Okay.
Our motto was, we don't follow anybody.
Okay.
All right.
Fair enough.
Did I clear that up for everyone?
That does. My follow-up question was, there's a big free agent out there from Bullet Club right now. Cody Rhodes is out there. Would you like to see him in the Rumble? Would you like to see him back in the mix at WWE?
Well, I think I read it on your website, but that he said he wasn't coming back. So,
Well, he's also said he's a free agent not working under a contract on a handshake deal right now.
I don't know about that. I don't know that Cody, I'm going to call you out, man. I don't know about that one. Because you're able to do independence while working for AEW, right?
Sure, yeah.
So what's the difference?
I don't know. But would you like to see him in the mix? Would you like to square off with Cody in the Rumble?
Of course. Who wouldn't? Right?
That's all I'm wondering. Yeah. Okay. Hey, AJ, thank you again supporting Wrestling Inc. and best of luck tomorrow night in the Royal Rumble, man.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Boom.